Let's talk about the driveway delivery method for manifesting. So this video has done pretty well on TikTok and people are really loving the analogy. This method is, construction in the background, wonderful. It's not actually my method. It is a method that has been, I've just re-analogized it from a lady called Helen Hadzel. And Helen Hadzel is called the contest queen. I have talked about her in a lot more detail in previous videos, but she is known for winning over 5,000 contests and using the method called SPEC. Select it, project it, expect it, and collect it. So when you select something, you select what you want. When you project it, you visualize in detail of you already having that thing. That's very important, of you already having that thing. So if it's a car, it's of you already driving that car. Imagine yourself with the keys, opening that car up, maybe going through a drive-thru or just a place for your friends to the beach. Expecting it. You know you already have it, right? You know it's gonna be there. There's no other world where it is not gonna be there. So you expect it and then you collect it. Now in my analogy, it's the same method, but all there is we're just using like Starbucks or McDonald's or I don't know, some other place that has a drive-through. So then you're driving up, you see the order window and you're like, hi, I like a iced matcha with coconut milk or with soy milk. And like, yeah, sure, go around to the next window. So you've made your order to the universe, right? You've made your order, it's put out there. You then go around and maybe there's a queue, maybe you have to wait a little bit longer, maybe you don't get exactly what you want, but you get what you ordered, right? So you're going around and you get to the window and you make the payment. You're like, here's my money, thank you for the drink. I've got it, I expected it, I collect it. So the whole thing of like paying for it as well, imagine when you pay for a drink, that's your energy, right? It's the same thing for manifesting. When we manifest something into existence, like something that we want, we literally put our intention and our energy behind it. That is the currency. So when you're going around, you've exchanged that energy, you then receive it. But because this is like the drive-through analogy, you know that Starbucks drink is gonna be that. Like there is no other reality. Yeah, okay, maybe it might be delayed. Okay, maybe they're low on staff and maybe the drink gets a little messed up, but you're still gonna get something that you ordered, okay? This has happened to me so many times. Last year I was manifesting, the last 2 years I was manifesting being kundalini activation facilitator. It's energy work. I've been going to classes in London for like 2 years, traveling up there for like 2 hours to go to these classes. Absolutely loved it and wanted to train on my own so I could bring it locally to people around me and have this modality. And there's a specific school that I wanted to get into and I was obsessed with this school and I was like, there's no other school I want to train with, and I kept getting rejected and I was so upset. And you know, they charged more than any other school and I kept getting so upset. And then I eventually got rejected the second time. I was on my way to Bali, I was literally in the airport and I was like, I just left my job and I was like, oh my god, like what the fuck am I gonna do? I thought this is all gonna work out, like I knew I was gonna do this. And then I was like, okay. And then I found this other school and I had applied at the same time as the other one and I was like, oh, they're very interesting, I'll also apply for them too. I got in that one, like basically nearly a couple of days later, instantly. And I was like, oh wow, okay, maybe I am meant to go to this one. So I went with an open mind. I was like, you know, I'm meant to learn what I'm meant to learn and maybe I'll do this training, apply again next year. Anyway, I meet a person on this training who had already done the training I wanted to do and she was like, trust me, it is a blessing you did not get in. Trust me, it's a blessing you didn't get in. You'll see soon, like this is a good thing. And I didn't understand, and as soon as I got home from Amsterdam doing my training course, that whole school basically blew up. The co-founder left, that there was a whole thing that come out about that person, and I saved myself a lot of money, and I still became a facilitator. So this is how things work. Like if you're not getting exactly what you want in specific detail, there is a reason. Like there is a reason, something is stopping you from getting that, and that is a reason. We can do the drive-through method, we can make our orders, but sometimes we may not get exactly what we want because there is a reason. You will get what you want, but it may come in a different way you expected for a reason. You have to allow the universe and be open to allow things to come in, because if you are closed off and you're just one way minded, it has to be this and this way and this thing and this thing and da 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 da, you're gonna be closed off. Let's say you're manifesting a Porsche in light blue. You have to be open of where it can come from. You have to be open of where you can get it from. Just focus on that and you'll be fine, and it will happen, but you have to be open to allow it to come in. And that's what people don't understand. Yes, we can manifest anything our heart desires, but sometimes they don't come to fruition. Number one, because we're not detaching. 9 to 5, I was like manifesting money to, like, just money in general, to do some trainings and all this kind of stuff and just leave my job. And I hated my 9 to 5, I wanted to leave. I just kept putting off all these excuses to leave, right? And I was like, finally, I was like, you know what, fuck the money, it'll work out, and I know it will. Somehow, something will happen and I will be fine. But I had to get over this ego thing of like needing, and I was like, you know what, I'm done. I have to leave. Like, there's something going on here, I just need to leave. And I was like, you know what, in my mind, I was like, this is like Sunday, I'm gonna put my thing in Wednesday when I have a meeting with my manager. And I get to work the Monday, and because I had made that decision in my mind I was gonna leave, I go to work, there's an email, we're offering you money to go. Like, there's an offer for people to go, and you can take. How I left my 9 to 5 was manifesting money to go and then move on to something else. You can literally do this by the law of attachment, by literally learning this method. This method is the GOAT. Give it a try, come back, and make sure you watch my law of detachment video too, which I'm posting, so make sure you subscribe, guys, and see you soon.